Welcome back to Torah in 10, Parshas Toldos. I'm Jody Burkell, and I'm so excited to be here with you again. This week, Rabbi Sacks shares with us one of the secrets to achieving our goals. He says, "You are as great as your ideals. If you truly believe in something beyond yourself, you will achieve beyond yourself." What sets Judaism apart from the great cultures of the past? One example that comes to mind is the difference between ancient Greece and Judaism. Think Hanukkah. It's coming up soon. The ancient Greeks were obsessed with physical perfection, and they held beauty above all else. Imagine if Botox and plastic surgery was available then. Yikes. Why did Judaism pose such a threat to ancient Greece? The answer is that the battle between the Greeks and the Jewish people was a war of opposing values. The ultimate value of the Greeks was physicality. They worshiped nature, and that's where they found God, or more accurately, the gods. For them, and for those who today believe in science as religion, we are only physical beings. There's no such thing as a soul. Rabbi Sacks says for them, there's no real freedom. We are what we are because of genetics and causes over which we have no control. Free will, they say, is an illusion. Human life, they believe, is not sacred. We're no different from animals. Nature is all there is. But Judaism, the faith that Abraham and his descendants, that's us, brought to the world, strongly disagrees. In this parsha, we read about the story of the struggle between Jacob and Esau over acquiring the blessing from their father Yitzchak. We read painful words when Esau realizes that Jacob was given the blessing of the firstborn. Even though he gave away his birthright, he cries out and says to his father, "Bless me too, my father." Rabbi Sacks says these are among the most emotionally charged words in the Torah. We wonder from a previous parsha, why was Isaac chosen over Yishmael? Why now Jacob over Esau? The Torah gives us an explanation. We read about how an angel told Hagar that her son Yishmael would be a wild donkey of a man, his hand against everyone and everyone's hand against him. Esau, red-haired, was physically mature at a very young age. He was a man of the field, a very skillful hunter. Both men felt at home in nature. They were strong, not afraid of the wild. In other cultures, Rabbi Sacks says, they might have even been heroes, but not in Judaism. We believe God is beyond nature. God created nature. And because we are made B'Tselem Elohim, made in the image of God, there is something in us that is beyond nature too. We have the ability to use our free will and transcend nature, to go against our physical desires and become more than what we are. Of all the creations, only human beings can ask the question, why? Looking at our history, no one can deny the Jewish people's mere existence is beyond nature. In other words, it's totally miraculous. It's told that King Louis XIV of France once asked Blaise Pascal, the renowned 7th century mathematician and philosopher, to give him proof of the supernatural. Pascal answered, "Why the Jews, Your Majesty? The Jews." David Ben-Gurion said, "In Israel, to be a realist, you have to believe in miracles." Rabbi Sacks teaches us Isaac and Jacob were not men of the field, of nature, or the hunt. They were not Ishmael and Esau, people who could survive by their own strength and skill. They were men who needed God's Spirit to survive. Israel is a people who themselves testify to something beyond themselves. Jews have shown that you can make a contribution to humanity out of all proportion to your numbers, and that a small nation can outlive every empire that tried to destroy us. We are the people of miracles. Our history testifies to the world that through God, we can rise above nature. We're not bound by physical limits. The sea can split for us when we tap into that which is beyond ourselves. When we do this, we will achieve more than we ever thought possible. Wishing you all a Shabbat Shalom.